What a magic word for athletes. The best of the best meet to crown their champion. In March 2001, Dubai hosted top horses and riders congregating here on the occasion of a double World Cup event, the FEI Endurance and Flat Race World Cup 2001. General His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai and Minister of Defense of the United Arab Emirates, had invited the world's best to this equine summit, and as usual provided an appropriate, a superb setting for his many prominent guests. These two World Cups attracted an unprecedented number of TV teams and journalists, and the international media experienced that this magnificent and prosperous emirate by the Arabian Sea again presented itself at its best. The grand sport of endurance riding has developed with exceptional speed and tremendous dynamics lately, and has turned into the most popular and accepted equestrian sport worldwide. A development not least thanks to the United Arab Emirates' massive support.
Such a grand sport that will surely become an Olympic discipline quite soon is, by the way, ideally suited for global sponsoring, and should surely attract as many sponsors as the flat race event here already has.
Competitions are being organized worldwide and have become widely accepted high-level equestrian events. This boom was doubtlessly fueled by efforts undertaken by the United Arab Emirates, notably the FEI Emirates Endurance Worldwide Rankings that they established and continue to fund very generously indeed. The ones who manage to achieve a high placement in the rankings are invited to the United Arab Emirates to take part in this World Cup. As conditions for training and acclimatizing were absolutely perfect, the participants in this 130 kilometers race through the desert of Sheikh Al-Salam were truly impressed and expressed their thanks to host Sheikh Mohammed.
We've been looked after very well here with our accommodations and meals, and our horses are in wonderful barns and stalls, and they're quarantined very well. The veterinarians have been fabulous. I think they've organized it very well.
Oh, it's excellent, yeah. I mean, it's incredible, this setup. You know, everything is here. They've got good facilities for the horses. You know, they have a hospital for the horses. The course is marked very well. Everybody's entertained very well. It's perfect, yeah.
Sheikh Mohammed is is the man, I think, behind the endurance sport in the whole world. So it's very nice to come here and to his country and look.
Sheikh Mohammed is the absolute mover and shaker behind our sport. Without him, none of this would have ever happened. And without him, well, none of us would be here today. Our market wouldn't be what it is today. Our sport wouldn't be what it is to be today. And we wouldn't be heading towards the Olympics like I truly believe we are.
World top stars will go into the race here. Reigning world champion Maïaquila Perrin-Gérard from France, the former multiple world champion Valerie Canavy from the USA, the vice world champion of 1998, Fausto Fiorucci from Italy. All in all, 88 top athletes from 24 countries and of course a formidable United Arab Emirates team matched their skills in this FEI United Arab Emirates Endurance World Cup 2001.
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
On the evening prior to the race, Faisal Sadiq Al-Mutawa, Secretary General of the United Arab Emirates Equestrian and Racing Federation, instructed the participants about the particulars of this event in a multimedia briefing session. FEI Endurance official Michael Stone was responsible for supervising the strict compliance with all international rules, and Dr. Halvad Somerseth was in charge of a multitude of internationally experienced and renowned veterinarians. On the morning of the 22nd of March, riders and officials are preparing for the climax of the endurance year 2001. Everybody has hopes of winning this World Cup, but likewise each of the riders knows that first 130 strenuous kilometers of desert terrain have to be coped with.
And off they go into this very demanding ride. The American Valerie Canavy, world champion of 1998, is leading the field after the first half of lap 1. But no decisive gaps have opened up yet. But then suddenly Valerie Canavy and Mohammed Saif Al Mazroui from the United Arab Emirates, with an astonishing average speed of nearly 24 kilometers an hour, are pulling ahead of the field. These two are chased by a group consisting of, amongst others, riders like Abdullah Billup from the United Arab Emirates, Juma Punti from Spain, the Australian Terry Wood, and Sheikh Mohammed's young son, Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. And then the main body with renowned contestants like reigning world champion Maya Kila-Perengera from France, Spaniard Mercia Oms, and Fausto Ferrucci from Italy. The pace is very high indeed. In a difficult passage with deep sand, here we see Juma Punti from Spain going a high pace, Maya Kila-Perengera positioning herself in the main body, and host His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, experienced desert rider that he is, obviously preferring a slower pace at this stage.
Valerie Canavy and Mohammed Saif Al Mazroui lead the field by 4 minutes in the initial stage. 24 riders go a very high pace in this first lap. Their average speed is above 20 kilometers per hour. But not all of them are pleased with this extraordinarily high tempo, as Valerie Canavy expresses when she states,
I'm afraid I might have blown the whole race. So I have a very strong bit. I could try, but I couldn't even hold it, even with the bit.
Obviously, Abdullah Billup is in a much better control of this race, because after only 2 minutes he could present his horse to the vets. All riders have, of course, their individual experiences with their four-legged companions, acquired in lots of races, and so the tactical approaches towards managing such a demanding distance in the desert are differing noticeably. While some try to utilize the morning cool and advance as fast as possible to lessen the distance they will have to ride in the midday sun, others shy away from the risk of taking their horses to the limit early on, having the motto, "The last shall be the first," in mind. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, experienced horseman and familiar with tough desert rides, follows the latter strategy because being a member of the United Arab Emirates national team since 1996 has taught him thoroughly how to handle the hazards of such a ride. And so in the course of the race he will bring his horse far forward in an exemplary way. After the mandatory wait time of 30 minutes, the leading American Valerie Canavy goes into the yellow lap, with United Arab Emirates team member Mohammed Saif Al Mazroui, Abdullah Billup, and Omar Said Khalfan Al Mutavi hot on her heels. The next foreign riders are Terry Wood from Australia, Johan Witt from Denmark, and Darylyn Butler from the USA. 32 kilometers of tough, strenuous terrain lie ahead of them, and the temperature is increasing constantly.
Abdullah Billup, riding Everly Dick Vivage, has managed to pass Valerie Canavy now, but he himself has to make way for Juma Punti on Alacron. The first half of lap 2 is over, and a strong squad from the United Arab Emirates, with His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Maktoum in their midst, is trying to reduce the 8 minutes advantage that the leading group has at the moment. The leaders, Valerie Kanavi from the United States of America, Abdullah Bilab from the United Arab Emirates, and, surprisingly, Joanne Huit from the cold north from Denmark, who can keep the pace in the desert. One of the water stops in lap 2, and different tactics again. While Abdullah Bilab and Joanne Huit are taking their time and let their horses drink, Sheikh Juma Dalmouk J Al Maktoum tries to make up some time and risks to go on without getting any water.
Spaniard Jumi Punti has increased the average speed to incredible 23.67 kilometers per hour in this lap. Jumi is closely followed by Abdullah Bilab from the United Arab Emirates, Valerie Kanavi from the USA, Omar Said Khalfan Al Mutavi from the United Arab Emirates, and Joanne Huit from Denmark. Only 4 minutes behind, another group is Fausto Ferrucci from Italy, Musalem Salem Al Amri, Mubarak Khalifa bin Shafia, and Mohammed Saif Al Mazrui, all from the United Arab Emirates. At once, massive amounts of water are poured on the horses, because the subsequent evaporation cools down the metabolic system. By the way, the organizers of this great event have not sat back and taken it easy since the last two world's most preferred 1999 and 2000 rides.
You know, Sheikh Mohammed is always looking forward to improve the facilities, and hopefully one of the aim of him and ourselves is this to be one of the Olympic stadium.
40 minutes of well-deserved and welcome rest and recreation for riders and horses. And then Jumi Punti goes into the very trying laps 3 and 4 of this extraordinarily fast race, followed by Abdullah Bilab and Fausto Ferrucci. Let's listen to what an enthusiastic Fausto expresses about this ride.
I like the race fast, but we up to now don't use the two wheels. We have to done more of this race to learn the best way to run and to ride.
So you like the speed?
Yes, I like the speed.
Valerie Kanavi, however, is not too sure of herself.
Even though his recoveries and all are good and he seems to be muscle and everything good, I'm a little nervous because of his age and his experience. So we'll see.
His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Maktoum has worked his way forward to position 15. His father, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, has advanced from position 60 to position 42. Reigning world champion Mayakila Perrin-Gérard, who had to be eliminated in the second vet gate due to a lame horse, praises Sheikh Mohammed's horsemanship and commitment.
I think it will be good for endurance and for all the work we do in endurance with the horse. I think it's a good thing, and I think Sheikh Mohammed make his best he can for make endurance in the Olympic Games.
Sheikh Mohammed has fought his way through the field from 60th place in the first vet gate to position number 24 now. His champion gelding Faye has already won the Emirates Giants Endurance Championship 2001 and is known for his enormous staying power in the latter stages of a race. While he is constantly gaining ground, initial leader Valery Kanavi seems to be slowing down noticeably at this stage.
The leaders are riding neck and neck. Abdullah Bilab is in first position, followed by Muhammad Ali Al-Shafar and Mubarak Khalifa Al-Shafia, who are in turn pursued by Ivan Olivier from France. The staggering pace is still at an average of 20 kilometers per hour, though temperatures are exceeding 30 degrees Celsius now. Abdullah Bilab, tried and tested in numerous CIA rides all over the world, is experienced enough to have the courage to predict the outcome, but also cautious enough to play down his own chances modestly.
I am leading the race, and the rider behind me, they make very fast. They try to catch me here, but still not going to the vet check. The heart is very high. But I hope finish the race, top 10.
Other riders in the top group, for example Valery Kanavi, have slowed down considerably. But now His Highness Sheikh Mohammed has increased his speed to an average of 20.51 kilometers per hour and has worked his way up to the 22nd position. All riders who are preparing for the start into the last two laps have to conserve their horses' strength very sensibly now. In all probability, the winner of the FEI United Arab Emirates Endurance World Cup 2001 will either be Abdullah Bilab, Mubarak Khalifa Al-Shafia, or Ivan Olivier, who have amassed a considerable advantage over the rest of the field, though Sheikh Juma Dalmouk Al Maktoum, Muhammad Ali Al-Shafar, and Terry Wood are only a few minutes behind the top favorites.
Abdullah Bilab in the lead is trying to put as much time as possible between himself and his hot pursuers, Sheikh Juma Dalmouk Al Maktoum and Ali Mohammed Al Muhairi. The conditions are becoming more and more demanding and trying, but can you believe it? The average speed of the leaders is still above 20 kilometers per hour. What a performance by horses and riders. Terry Wood from Australia is the only non-Arab rider who can keep up with the leading group now. All the others already seem to be beaten. Shortly before one of the last water stops, Valery Kanavi has slowed down her exhausted horse to a mere 12 kilometers per hour average, while Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum has increased his speed to impressive 22 kilometers per hour. His young son, Sheikh Ahmed, is not stopping at this water stop and is trying to keep up with his father's pace. Abdullah Bilab, runner-up of the Most Preferred 2000, reaches the fourth vet gate in top position and is now leading Mubarak Khalifa bin Shafia on Wallstrom Haman by 3 minutes. Meanwhile, as predicted, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Faye have advanced to 10th position by now. His Highness again proves that he is a master of tactics. And off they go into the last, the decisive lap. At kilometer 125 and still in the lead, Abdullah Bilab is looking over his shoulder, trying to make out the position of his pursuers Sheikh Jumad Al Muqjay Al Maktoum and Mubarak Khalifa bin Shafia, who can be seen here, fervently struggling to close the gap. But in the finish, Abdullah Bilab manages to fight him off, and so he wins the prestigious race on Evely de Crivage, owned by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and the absolute record time of 6 hours, 11 minutes and 80 seconds. The fastest time ever recorded over 130 kilometers. Runner-up Sheikh Jumad Al Muqjay Al Maktoum, Abdullah's most stubborn and tenacious pursuer in the last 2 laps, comes in only 17 seconds behind. A grand success for Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Maktoum's endurance stables. Mubarak Khalifa Al Shafia on Wallstrom Hammond finishes the race in 3rd place, followed by Australian Terry Wood on the 17-year-old Peppersfield Nabucco, thus retrieving the honor of the non-Arab riders with an excellent 4th place. Ahmed Mohammed Jazim Al Ahmadi, Khalid Abdul Rahim Al Ahmadi, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum grabbed 5th, 6th, and 7th position. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum performed an excellent, exemplary ride. He judged the reserves of his horse very sensibly, because in lap 4, when many others had already overtaxed their horses, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed managed the fastest lap time with an average speed of 21.72 kilometers an hour, and has worked his way up from 60th position in Gate 1 to 7th position in the final classification, a most favorable basis for his designated goal.
I was looking after my horse, so I want him to come in the best condition. And but what I am pleased about that UAE team has won. I don't know how many in the first 10 of the UAE. 7, 8, 9. So that's the result, and you see the European, the world champion, to see them here together, that's a great thing.
8 riders from the United Arab Emirates amongst the top 10. Overjoyed by this grand success, this superb team result, Sheikh Mohammed is congratulating the winner, the internationally renowned and successful professional Abdullah Bilab, on his biggest success yet. Questioned at which phase of the race he began to believe in winning, Abdullah Bilab answers,
When I passed the line here. Okay, excuse me. Thank you.
In addition to his top 10 position, another great result pleased His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum very much indeed. Hurana, ridden by Mercia Arms, was chosen best condition horse and comes from his stables.
The thing what I found out is that a lot of horses started slowly and finished in the top 10. So that was a very good thing, that you saw that horses which started at the 6th place went to the 7th place. And that was, I think, a good surprise for me.
And as in the world's most preferred rides in 1999 and 2000, the prize-giving ceremony of the FEI United Arab Emirates Endurance World Cup 2001 was blended in with the opening party of the Dubai Flat Race World Cup. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed is celebrating Abdullah Bilab's grand victory. His work and initiative are bearing fruit, and endurance riding is in the limelight again and has surely become a top-class horse sport. And as His Highness Sheikh Mohammed is always looking forward to the future, next day he'll be involved in another striking equestrian event on the racetrack of Nad Al Sheba.